the Purge Stormtrooper, handpicked from Stormtrooper legions for their amplitude and loyalty. Purge Troopers accompany Inquisitors on exceptionally dangerous missions. These troopers receive additional training to make them a cohesive unit, formidable against the Jedi threat. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Centurion's Corner, and today we're reviewing the Purge Stormtrooper from Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order, the new game from EA Games. So guys, I have to explain a little bit. I haven't been around. Things are going on more in sort of the private life, so YouTube had to kind of take a little bit of a back burner. But I'm back, maybe not as constant as I used to be, but at least hopefully an episode a week. And then going into the new year, I'm hoping to take all you guys with me and start a new chapter in my life. And again, thank you so much as well. As I've been away, I've hit over the 900 subscribers mark. And guys, thank you so much for the support. I can't actually appreciate how much you guys put love out there. And so thank you very much. So getting on with the review, here he is. We've got the Purge Trooper in his nice box. We've got his pencil drawing on the side here, and it always seems to be that these sort of ones with the little red markings. We've got the Stormtrooper, Shock Trooper, Stormtrooper, and we've got Inferno Squad as well. They always seem to have these little red accents on their sort of boxes, which is pretty cool. It kind of highlights it. And we've got in his window display, we've got his DC carbine and DC rifle, and you know, he looks kind of similar to like an airborne trooper there, which I've never really been too fussed about in kind of like the helmet design, but I kind of like it in black. It's pretty cool. So on the side, he hasn't got a number because he's a GameStop exclusive. And on the back, we've got his bio and pencil drawing. And on this side, we've got Purge and Purge Stormtrooper written in the red. So guys, without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Right, here he is in his blister pack, and yeah, he looks alright. The actual packaging around him makes him look a lot smaller than what he should actually look like. But as you guys know, what I do, I get him out of the blister pack, take a few photos, put him through his paces, try out his articulation, and then I'll come back for a full review. So at the moment, we're just going to look at his first impressions. So let's just pull him out. Yeah, actually, he feels quite weird. He feels quite light. Like, it doesn't feel like a very solid figure at all. It feels completely different to what I would imagine that he'd feel like. I can't explain it, but it just feels a bit cheap, I suppose, in a way. It could be just due to the gloss black plastic that they've used for him. But yeah, it looks alright. His belt looks a little bit kind of messed up there, so that might need a bit of preheating just to get that underneath there. But yeah, apart from that, it looks pretty cool. Standard kind of clone trooper body. So we'll go away, take some pictures, and we'll see you in the mo. Right, so welcome back. Been away, taken a few photos, and yeah, I mean, what can we say about this guy? It's just basically a clone body. Are the clones that bad? Are they sort of that bad articulation? Not really, but we know that Captain Rex is out there, which is the best kind of clone body you can get. But unfortunately, this guy kind of sort of follows the suit of Commander Wolf, really. So he hasn't really got that full articulation in the elbows. But because he hasn't got his pistols and stuff like that, you don't really kind of notice because he's always going to be holding one of these DC blasters. So with that, we'll look over his accessories, we'll go over his articulation, and then we'll go over his sculpt. And his accessories, really, he comes with this DC carbine, which is just a standard blaster that most of the clone troopers and all that come with. And yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not weathered at all. It just looks like grey plastic, unfortunately. So yeah, just a little bit of airbrushing on there just to bring up the detail on there. And also he comes with his DC rifle. Same standard sculpt as a clone trooper. Unfortunately, I haven't played the game, so I can't really go over too much detail if I know where these guys and all that come from. But also save in the comments as well, just in case of spoilers and all that. Hopefully I'll be picking up in a couple of weeks anyway, the game. So yeah, I mean, there's no airbrushing on there. This looks a lot more metallic than normal. The paint has scraped off here where I've been putting it into his hand just for posing. But apart from that, it's fine. Does what it needs to do. And yeah, it looks alright. So here's the main man himself, looking very black and glossy. And we just kind of go over his articulation, really. So his head, he can go left and he can go right. It's a little bit hindered by his pauldron, unfortunately, but he still goes down a little bit and he can go up, which is fine. He's a bit hindered here on his shoulder pads, so this is as far as his arm can go up. They just seem a little bit more robust than normal. They, you know, sometimes they used to go over the top of this sort of shoulder part here, but yeah, it's not happening. And then obviously this side's a lot more hindered because we've got the pauldron and also going up. So really, that's about as far you're going to get that on that arm as well. Shoulder wise, we've got the rotation. We've got the rotation just underneath the shoulder belt. And we've got a double jointed elbow, which again, as I said, it's just a normal Commander Wolf kind of joint. And it's got rotation at the wrist and also on a hinge. We've got rotation at the waist and we've got a crunch, which goes down that far and he can go back this far. His legs can come out this wide. He can kick forward. Not so well, but yep, there we go. He can kick forward that much. He can go back this far. He's got his double jointed knee, which comes all the way up. And then we've got a rotation and a pivot on the ankle. So in all, his articulation really is pretty on point. It's a standard Black Series sort of figure. Yeah, it's a rehashed body, but you know, I don't mind the rehashed sort of kind of bodies where it's actually decent. You know, it's not like the Force Awakens Snow Trooper and the General Stormtrooper. I know they've brought out the newer one with the new articulation, but yeah, you know, they can still pass it really as a decent figure these days. And sorry about the throat, I seem to be getting a cold. So with that, we go over his sculpt. You know, it's kind of the same as any kind of clone body, but there's a few extra sort of parts on there that we can have a look at. So his helmet is the main one. So it's the first time we're going to get this sort of sculpt, really. I'm not too sure if it's exactly the same as an airborne trooper. I've not really gone too far into that detail, but it's definitely got the reminiscence of it, the 212th Battalion. And yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm kind of hoping that these guys are like leftover clones from the Clone Wars, and the Empire's slowly wiping them out as Purge Troopers to indicate for the new Empire. But yeah, I kind of like it actually. It's kind of grown on me getting it out of the box. At first I was a bit like meh, but I kind of like this face part here. It's very sort of like a Stormtrooper crash with Darth Vader. So you can definitely tell that they look like sort of like these sort of Sith troopers in a way. And on the shoulders, obviously, we've got the sort of insignia of the Empire, and also on this side, just underneath, we've got it on both sides. And then we've got these sort of stripes on the arms. I don't know whether these are sort of like sergeants and whatnot. I don't know if there's Purge Troopers without a pauldron and whatnot. So I don't know if these indicate like he's a sergeant or a captain. And we've got like a little red marker here on his comlink as well, which is normally all black, but they've actually just done a little black red button on the end there. And also on his belt as well, we can actually see that he's actually got an extra part here, which is most of sort of like the ARC troopers and the phase 2 kind of commanders come with, kind of like some little belt straps that fit underneath the under the skirt or camera. But it's not attached, unfortunately, so it's just kind of like just there sitting in the wind, so you kind of have to tuck it underneath. As I said before, I'm going to have to heat this one up just to bring it down slightly, but it's completely attached to the belt and looking fine. Just around on the back of the armour as well, we've got the 4 holes there, which are all coloured circled around there, just to give him a little bit more of a definition on the back. And then going down to the actual skirt itself, it's completely different to a clone, where we got the kind of skirt that comes around here, and it doesn't split up into the back that we've been getting with the other commanders. We just got the little sort of V cut taken out of the bottom down there. And yeah, it's a nice skirt as well. It's not quite like Commander Wolf, where it sort of sticks out quite a lot, but it does need to be a little bit more sort of baggy around the top to stop this bit sticking up, because it always gets caught on these sort of high fire kind of parts there, so it kind of pushes out the fabric, unfortunately. And that's kind of it really. He's got the double bit on his leg down here, and there's nothing much really else going on the back. But yeah, in all, he's a pretty decent figure, and I can see why a lot of people out there are kind of just really wanting to get this guy. And it's another trooper. It's another Imperial Trooper kind of slash clone to sit on the shelf with all the others. So, you know, if you're a collector, you're going to go out and get him anyway because he's an exclusive. If you want him on the shelf and you're an Imperial enthusiast, then yeah, it's definitely a must buy. And then as an action figure, then yeah, he ticks all the boxes, to be honest. So guys, I'm back. This is a new review. You can subscribe, you can comment down below, you can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description. And I'll see you next time. Bye.